Assalamu alaikum everyone, my name is Hoda Hawa and I am the Director of Policy and Advocacy at the Muslim Public Affairs Council here in Washington, D.C. Today we heard the latest in a series of foreign policy speeches given by Donald Trump in Youngstown, Ohio. He laid out more of the same. He talked about and he painted a picture of America that was really dark, as if we are a country that is constantly under siege and under attack and under threats. And I believe that Trump really uses sort of that dark imagery and that negative and very divisive and very dark rhetoric to paint this picture in order to try to persuade people to believe his policy proposals. It's quite ironic that his proposals are not detailed, not specific. He doesn't really give much in terms of substance, and it's really superficial. Today, he talked about the fight against ISIS. He talked about his immigration policy, and of course he ended with attacking President Obama and Secretary Clinton. In terms of the content, it was really more of the same. I think a few of the new sort of treasures that we got from his speech today. One being that he has now gone back on his idea that NATO is an obsolete organization, and now he wants to partner with NATO in the fight against ISIS. The other really surprising sort of bit of information that Trump gave today was that he attacked Angela Merkel as a global leader and as a leader of one of the countries that we partner with, and that's our ally. And I think that's really interesting, and I do foresee some implications there, because if he is trying to build an international coalition to fight ISIS and to fight terrorism around the world, he can't be marginalizing, he can't be isolating, and he definitely cannot be ridiculing our foreign allies and our foreign partners. So that was quite interesting that he felt comfortable enough to do something like that today. And then in terms of his specifics on immigration policy, really all he gave us was that he was going to be tough and he was going to be very extreme in terms of the vetting of immigrants who want to come into this country. I know that immigrants, part of our immigration policy, potential immigrants are already vetted through a process. Refugees and asylum seekers are also vetted through processes before they can make it to the shores of America. So I do find it quite interesting that he continues to attack President Obama, and yet he uses a lot of the same strategies that this current administration and past administrations use in order to vet people. And finally, Trump's rhetoric, particularly on ISIS, is dangerous, and we've seen that he continues to play into the hands of ISIS by giving them legitimacy and giving them credibility by calling them Islamic radical terrorists. They have nothing to do with Islam. In fact, they are deviants from the faith. And I think that ultimately Donald Trump needs ISIS, and ISIS needs Donald Trump in order to survive. They are two sides of the very same coin. On the one side you have a political extremist, and on the other side you have a violent extremist group. And I think so long as Donald Trump continues to use that kind of rhetoric and continues to play into their hands, he is in fact making our country less safe, and in fact his policies, his national security policy proposals, are as obsolete as his series of speeches.